15 yards out. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Purdy will throw for it. Here's a diving catch right side. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Smith on first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On second down, here's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Oren Burks. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Down the left sideline. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards. Running right, here's Walker. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. Smith now to throw. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Here's Walker. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Throwing now is Geno. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 2. Play action, now Purdy. Buying time to his left. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Shotgun now with Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And Kittle catching the slant. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from 19 yards away. And the 49ers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Smith. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Tyler Lockett, touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, 73 yards. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it, because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 53 yards. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now left side on the swing pass. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. That one looks like he'll throw here. Connects with Kittle underneath. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people complained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL Sports. For more, log on to EA